Hello, friends. Welcome to Love or Above the Vision. Presentation 1 Introduction. My name is Steve Epke. My mission statement here to inspire me and you, and thereby humanity and the planet, towards the spiritual vibration of courage and onward to love or above the ultimate goal. My motivation? To do something to help counterbalance the negativity of the last few years. To be a page dedicated to positivity and uplifting people. To promote truth versus falsehood, spirituality versus religion. My inspiration? The late Dr. David Hawkins, MD, PhD. Nationally renowned psychiatrist, physician, spiritual teacher, and lecturer. Developed the map of consciousness, a numerical scale ranging from 0 to 1,000, whereby one can navigate the levels of consciousness. The level 200, courage, being the level of demarcation between levels of contraction, negative emotions, and levels of expansion, positive emotions. Dr. David Hawkins, author of the book Power versus Force, as well as 17 plus books and programs on spirituality. The following video gives a very good summary of the book Power versus Force and the Map of Consciousness by David Hawkins.
The nature of true power is often confused with force. True power resides from within, while force is what people try to project onto others. Force is something that can get people to do things for a certain amount of time, but once it encounters true power, it crumbles. A good example is Gandhi's struggle for Indian independence from the United Kingdom. The British tried to apply the force of their large army, but when they were met with the resistance of the true power of love brought about by Gandhi's people, they collapsed. The book explains that the subconscious is very well attuned to whether something has a negative or positive benefit for the body, and the author has demonstrated in front of hundreds of live audiences in the form of a test where you place your fingers on someone's arm and push down. If the person thinks of positive things, they'll be able to resist, but if they think of negative things, their strength gives way. This part of the book is a little strange and seems a bit exaggerated, so I'm going to hold off on judgment for a little bit on this. But I do know that sometimes you can sense negative energy emanating from some people, so I'm sure there's some truth to this portion of the book. Besides that though, one of the more profound aspects of the book can be found in the map of consciousness. What this is a scalable chart based on different levels of consciousness ranging from 0, which is shame, all the way up to 1,000, which is enlightenment, or essentially, Jesus. All levels below 200 are destructive of life in both the individual and society at large. In contrast, all levels above 200 are constructive expressions of power. The decisive level of 200 is the fulcrum that divides the general areas of force or falsehood from power or truth. The level 200 is listed as courage. This chart is interesting because it shows that anger is not the worst emotion you can feel, and that shame and guilt are far more negative. Anger, although not ideal, is able to get you moving in the right direction, and can eventually elevate into courage. The map of consciousness is as follows. 20. Shame. 30. Guilt. 50. Apathy. 75. Grief. 100. Fear. 125. Desire. 150. Anger, 175. Pride, 200. Courage, 250. Neutrality, 310. Willingness, 350. Acceptance, 400. Reason, 500. Love, 540. Joy, 600. Peace, and 700 and above is enlightenment. For the first time in human history, the global consciousness has passed the threshold of 200 and is on a positive upward climb. Even though we still have negative things going on in the world as a whole is still above the negative consciousness level. To conclude, power is a searing hot coal, whereas force is a raging brush fire. Force is something you apply, whereas power is something that you are. All the bosses who don't believe in themselves will apply force to try and make you do what they want so they can feel they are justified being in the position that they are. Whereas a true leader understands the role they are to play and acts accordingly. True leaders inspire loyalty, and imposters rule by employing fear. Study up on this map of human consciousness and try and make your decisions every day come from a level of higher consciousness as opposed to lower consciousness. As Nelson Mandela once said, may your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. So try and thrive every day in your life instead of just trying to survive and exist. Try and live through power and not just apply force.
I have also been inspired by Christy Marie Sheldon. Christy is a spiritual coach, intuitive healer, and facilitator for releasing blocks to abundance in people's lives, whether they are financial or emotional. She believes that anyone can live the life they desire by raising their personal consciousness and vibration. Christy coined the phrase, love or above, based on Dr. Hawkins' map of consciousness. Christy has online coaching programs at mindvalley.com. These include Love or Above and Unlimited Abundance. So to sum this up for now, just so you know, I am here to pump you up spiritually. Thank you for watching this introduction. I will be honored if you like and follow this page. Until next time, love and peace. Namaste.